ミノフスキー粒子で溺れちまいそうだ。
ダムを叩くな。
はいはい。
爆発物を発見。部下にかかります。
Hey guys, welcome back to Zhangwang's channel. Today we are going back to the MP type, Gym Ground type. I got this from a steal, normally it costs 30 AUD. I got this from a huge backlog sale for 22 AUD. IGF MS Team is one of my favorite series. It has a realistic writing and overall is an amazing side story. A long time ago, I did a review on the PB Gundam Ground type parachute pack. Well, that review is basically the Gym Ground type in an extent way. Either way, let's take a look at the Gym Ground type's box and open up the runners. Looking at the Gym Ground type, we all know it was meant to be the base of the Gundam Ground type plus Blue Destiny Revive XG base. For me, knowing that they have Revive mode for the Origin and TV Gym and just don't release it, it still makes me disappointed. Considering the fact that XG already have Gym 2, Gym 3 and Ground type, Origin has various type of gym. Even Slagger's gym is PB now. Yet, we don't have a normal Revive gym, which obviously is a big question. Nobody will say no to an original gym. It's just if Bandai can release Saku Revive, why not Gym Revive? Alright, back to the Ground type. The Desert Color performance is very nice. I already had the Blue Destiny series and the Revive Gundam Ground type, so those early days probably covered the most of it. When I saw the sticker sheet, I already knew which places it's going to be. Just like the Gundam Ground type, you have optional number stickers to put it on. Well, that's pretty much the preview before the product. Hey guys, welcome back to the XG Gym Ground type review. So this is the finishing of it. With no doubt, we can be very sure that this gym is standard and performed good. For real though, there are small problems, but it doesn't affect your experience that much. Overall, if you're searching for something simple and with a lot of weapons, this is your pick. For color performance, the Desert Color along with the dark orange is bringing the scene out very well. I would say this is a must-collect gym series. Let's take a closer look and you will see how good it is. As for the stickers, it's pretty much the same mistakes like the Blue Destiny series. The sensors and triangle stickers are fine. What I'm not happy about is the chest vent. You have an entire Desert Color runner. Printing 2 more pieces doesn't seem like a difficult task. As you can see, without hand painting it, the stickers will 100% have an ugly crease. So I suggest you just hand paint it. As a modern Gunpla, none marks are really showing and hit well, so it's friendly for out-of-box builders. As usual, we are always starting from the head. Compared to the standard gym head, the visor is narrower, which the ground type looks cooler in my opinion. Other than the visor, most of the structure and detail is the same as the original gym. Let's check out the articulation. There's an independent neck joint, which makes moving up and down a good enough. Moving 360 is possible, but it's quite tight, so be careful. This chest is Ground Gundam look-alike. Well, of course, gym ground type is developed from Ground Gundam. The longer I look at this, the more I don't like the fence. This sticker is truly an A-class disaster, since this gym shares the same structure as the Gundam Ground type. In the past, I already discovered this problem. Let's move it front and back. Actually, the movements aren't bad, but you will likely to have these two results. Either the chest disconnects or the whole upper body disconnects. As you can see, this part is a ball joint. You push it into the hole at the back of the cockpit. To be honest, there are a lot of options for chest connection. Do you really have to use the worst one? Since it's a ball joint, moving side to side is okay, because the armor size of the waist is big, so the horizontal movement is just a little bit of movement. The backpack is quite simple, square and uptight. The only part that you need to repaint is the areas under the circle frame. Shouldn't be too hard. Panel line works too. We all know the thrusters are most likely to lose the circle shape when we sand it, so I just straight paint to silver. I really think the thrusters are good change on the Gunpla. The original ARS thrusters are so small. It's good that they made an adjustment. I always think that the shoulders on the old XG gym is too small. Just feels weird. In the modern days, most of the gyms have a standard shoulder size like this. I honestly feel like this is an excellent design change. At least it doesn't give you a weak weak feeling. You know what they said? You can lose when it comes to strength but never lose the aura. So compare this to the Origin gym that I got. I like the shoulder size on the ground type. Overall, from shoulder all the way to arm, it doesn't have a structure problem. Unfortunately, visual wise, there's a huge seam line on the side of the arms. If you have the skills, I do suggest you to close it because it's obvious. Moving on to the articulations. Spinning at 360 is easy. The shoulder doesn't have an extra joint, so the lifting is below 90. There's a PC part that allows the arm to move front and back. Arm's rotation is still the same usual 360. Bending is a double joint that makes the arm to touch the shoulders. In conclusion, the articulations are definitely enough. As for optional hands, you only have one open left hand. The waist is doing fine for the appearance. Gym series usually don't have a lot of details on the waist, but ground type did quite good. Front skirt is just like the backpack, square and uptight, is connected through a ball joint and able to move 180. The side skirt is a PC part again. The moving angle is not good, but the interesting part is on this piece is a spare magazine. Since the machine gun itself can pull the magazine off, so this is a good feature to experience the magazine reload. Back skirt is basically the front skirt design of the original gym. It's fixed and you can move it. The main connection of the legs is swing pick joint. You can move the central joint, but you don't need to use it. Kicking to the front is over 90. Side kick is more than 45. Back kick is not working because the back skirts are fixed. Knee bend is an amazing U-shape thanks to the double joint. When you see the knee bend is perfect like this, you know the kneel down shooting pose is never a problem. Just like the Gundam ground type, there's a beam saber hidden in the side of the leg armor. One beam saber in each leg. You have two effects to pose. The ankle armor is finally not a ball joint, it's a solid joint that you can move without feeling loose. The feet are connected through a big ball joint. The front and back joint is snapped in the legs, so the articulation is good. Moving side to side is not standing out well, and with no interruption, the whole foot can turn 360. Once again, I really admire Bandai put details under the foot. You can see that it has a full panel line and not hollow plastic. High marks for Bandai. Time for the accessories will start from the iconic shield. I'm sure everyone here that watched the OVA before, you recognize what this shield does. The fun is never on the surface. Turn it to the back, you can pull the stand out and make the shield stand. You put the shield into the forearm socket. Very easy, right? But the fun continues. You can extend the shield and now it became a striking weapon. This is the net gun. This gun comes in all gray. According to the manual's demonstration, it's supposed to be light gray or something similar, but I don't have it and I don't want to spend another $13 to buy a new color, so I just used the leftover AS20 to do the recoloring. There are two handles. They both can move, so it's pretty much guaranteed that it will have a good posing. Next, this is the 100mm machine gun. The whole gun is very simple. The only part that you can move is the folding stock. I mentioned the side skirts have spare magazine. Of course, you can just pull it off from the rival. The last weapon is the rocket launcher. This launcher is left and right assembled. Just like the machine gun, the magazine is removable and the handle has movements to adjust position. If you want to store it, you need to pull off the part at the middle of the back skirt. Then just push the launcher into the C-shaped joint. Alright, we are at the end of the review. Let's stop point a couple things, then I will close it. Overall, it's a must buy on the grunt list, especially if you're a member of the gym fans. However, I admire the aesthetics, details, and the weapons, but some of the joint connection would just make you range. Notable joints are middle chest and the chest joint. The shield extension is also loose as well. You need to reinforce those areas. If we ignore those problems for a second, it's pretty much perfect. The weapons are enough to make a lot of poses and take different photos. Also, the third reminder again, you better paint the fans because the stickers are just straight ugly. Other than those points, talking about recreating setting, it passed my criteria, definitely a worthy Gunpla. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell next to it. Thank you Pams for making the thumbnail. Check out his channel in the description too. All links are in the description and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.